In the previous video, you learned about the many properties that items have. Now imagine that you have 100 hosts with 100 items each, which is pretty common. How do you keep track of 10,000s of items? You will see how to use the filter widget and mass updates in this video. Let's take a look at the items that are defined on my Zabbix server host. You see that there are 119 items. Some are internal, others use the Zabbix agent. Some have triggers assigned, and some even are not working correctly. The filter widget helps us limit what items are shown. To see it, you need to click on the filter word up here, which is not very obvious unfortunately. The upper part allows us to limit the items per host or host group. You see that the host Zabbix server is set, so only items regarding this host are shown. But you can even remove that and choose the host group of Linux servers. That way you can see and manage items of multiple hosts at the same time. In the lower part you can further limit the display of items that were filtered by criteria in the upper part. When I click on memory, we just see the items related to the memory usage of the selected host group. As I selected a host group containing 2 servers, Zabbix shows me the respective items of both hosts. Let's say we want to see only the memory-related items that have no triggers assigned. On Without Triggers, I see that I would see 6 items when I select it. And when I scroll down, we see those 6 items. I recommend that every now and then you check whether all your items are working as expected. Items that stop working get set to Not Supported. So let's find out which unsupported items there are on the Zabbix server. Hover your mouse over the red icons and see what the problem is. On my server, I don't have Java or IPMI polling processes, nor SNMP trap receivers configured, so these errors are expected. If an item becomes unsupported, Zabbix will check the item again every 10 minutes to see if it started working again. That interval can be configured at Administration, General, Other. I now want to disable these 4 items deliberately. Clicking on the top checkbox, you can select all displayed items. Then on the bottom left I choose Mass Update. Everything I set here will affect all of the selected items. I click on Status and select Disabled. Then I click on Update. You don't see any unsupported items here anymore. So instead, let's filter for Disabled, and we see what we just changed. I could also have used Disable Selected instead, but I wanted to show what else can be changed when you use Mass Update. Let's take a look at further options in the filter dialog. The subfilter allows you not only to limit the result by the application. You can choose to see only certain types of items, certain types of information, like text strings, whether items come from a template, or those that have or don't have triggers. And down here, you can see the keep times of items and trends and filter for that. Or you can just see items with a certain update interval. That concludes this video. You have seen how to filter the view of items in hosts or host groups, and you learned how to use mass updates to change parameters of multiple items at once. In the next video, let's see how to access the item's historical data.